What's up, YouTube? It's been a while since we made a full-length video, and today is a great one. It's a good thing to come back to this video as a full-length one. We've had a lot of shorts lately. If you haven't seen those, please go check them out. They're great, but this one requires a special video, okay? Now, if you know anything about our channel, we go out and we rescue animals, and rescue is a big word, okay? So that means that maybe sometimes it's in the street and we move it out of the street and take it to a new location. Maybe it's something like a snake that's in my neighbor's house or garage, and we take it out of there because they feel unsafe with the snake there, and we relocate it. Sometimes we might just find an animal in a bad, we found a skink one time that's being attacked by a cat, and I rescued it and then kept it because I wanted to make sure it was healthy, and then I ended up falling in love with it, so it's my pet now. But we rescue things all the time, and the cool thing is people are getting to know us as the rescue guys, especially when it comes to snakes. My neighbors will call me up, and we live out here in the country, so snakes get in people's houses all the time. Well, they'll call me up now and say, hey, we got a snake over here, can you come get it? And just this week alone, we've had 3 different people call us with 3 different snake things, and we went and did them. And you'll see those on videos either last week or this week coming up. You'll see those videos on those snakes. But we had something crazy happen, okay? And normally we rescue local snakes, snakes that are native to this area, right? But we had the most crazy thing. Our neighbor bought a warehouse down the street from us, and they were cleaning it out. And they've had some garage sales there, and the people that owned it before used to have garage sales. So there are a lot of items stored inside. And she was going through as she was cleaning out the items, and she got a tank, an aquarium that she thought was empty this whole time. It had bedding in it where somebody had left the bedding for the animal in it. But anyway, she looked in there, and there was actually a snake still left in that tank. So she called us up to come check it out. We went and checked it out, and listen to this. It's not a native species at all. It's a python. Pythons are from Africa, right? This is the one that was born and bred here, though, and somebody abandoned it, just neglected it, put it in that tank, left it in that garage in the total darkness, and we know it's been there for at least 6 months with no water, no food, heat and cold, all the conditions, and it could have been there much longer. We just know that they've owned the building around 6 months, so it's been there at least that long. So the poor thing, when we found it, it was in rough shape. I'm going to show you some footage right now to let you see how it looked. Okay, that's what the snake looked like when we found it. Now that is a ball python, but that's a very specific kind. If you're not familiar, people breed snakes, and they breed them to look a certain way because collectors like to have snakes with certain color patterns or certain designs to them, okay? This one is specifically called a caramel albino ball python, okay? And that means that it's basically a man-made morph of a regular ball python, okay? And this one is made to be a pet. It's a good pet for people to start with, but somebody neglected it. Somebody just abandoned that snake in that warehouse. So now we've already gotten her, and I believe it's a female. So what we've done is we've given her heat, we've given her water, and she's actually started moving around enough and been active enough, we were able to get her to eat her first mouse. Okay, so I'm going to show you some more footage and some pictures and things we have of her so you can just see her, and then we're going to cut to the room and show you to her right now. The thing is, I'm going to tell you beforehand, I don't want to handle her yet. I don't know how fragile she is right now, and she did just eat. And remember, if you handle a snake after it eats, it might regurgitate its food. So I don't want to do anything that's going to traumatize her or stress her. Okay, so we're going to go in there and show you her. We already did a sneak preview of her where you could see her just for a second, but we're going to go let you look at her in detail. And remember, when you look at her, really pay attention to her designs because she's a beautiful snake. Okay, and let's go check her out. Okay guys, now we're back inside, and I just want to show you as an update, here is our skink tank. This is the big one with Thor and Sif, and if you haven't been following my videos, Sif is the female skink, and she's currently pregnant and probably already laid her eggs. We haven't seen yet. So we're going to keep an eye out for that. Behind me is our tank that we set up with the turtles and the wild catfish in it, and it's just here. And these are just updates since I'm here anyway, but let's show you the most important thing, the reason why we're in here. This is our snake. This is the python we rescued, and check her out. You can see she's still in very rough shape. Right now she's very still. She's been sleeping after eating. You see all these wrinkles in her skin? A snake's not supposed to be all wrinkled up like that. And if you saw the video a minute ago from when we found her, her condition was a lot worse when we found her. She's already been hydrated a little bit and has, you can see the mouse in her back here, in the back part where the mouse's body is still inside of her, right? Now she's still a very small snake. We don't know if they stunted her growth or if she's young, but she's only about 1.5 feet long right now, right? Now, as a python, she can get up to 5 feet long and she can live up to 30 years. So she can be a really good, long-lived pet if somebody takes care of her. And these kind of snakes, they can go a year without eating, but that doesn't mean they should. So however long she went without eating, you can see it was very hard on her. Okay, so my hope is to be able to nurse her back, and she can be a very gentle, loving snake as long as people routinely handle their pet pythons or boas. They get accustomed to people and they don't strike and they're not aggressive as long as they're well fed and handled regularly. So that's what I'm going to do with her. And I haven't had a pet snake in years and years and years, and I haven't wanted to catch one in the wild because I like to keep things wild. But in this case, this is a bred snake made by humans, and I'm going to keep her and try to give her the best life I can. So I'm sorry she's not moving around more right now, but again, that's because of her condition. And I will give you updated videos in the future as her health improves, hopefully, and show you her moving around and us handling her, and y'all can get to know her a little bit. And here's a funny thing that we decided, because she has come from such tough conditions, we picked a name for her that we thought would be appropriate. We named her Phoenix, because we hope she's going to be able to rise from these ashes. Okay, so this is Phoenix, my python. I'm really hoping that she'll be able to make it and be a healthy, happy snake. Okay, and like I said, we will give you updates on her in the future. So great to be back with full-length videos. We're going to continue to make the shorts. As we always say, thank you for watching, and keep it wild.